This is G2 with the Vibe Podcast coming at you with episode 4 of this week's relationship advice series. Coming at you with some evolution of social media, how it affects relationships. Y'all know we be talking about social media on here, right? It's a definitely a healthy and good topic. Spoke about some of the things I spoke about on a prior podcast, kind of going over a couple things. But I'm going to try to give you guys a quick synopsis of the evolution of social media and how it's affected our relationship. So, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she said that she was heard from one of her friends at a birthday party, and some dude comes up to her and was like, "Hey, can I get your snap?" And she was like, "What? That's how we doing it now?" I said, it must be, but we're going to talk about it. So my man said, "Let me get your snap." He did not ask for her name, did not ask how her day was going, nothing. "Let me get your snap real quick." So Snapchat is a crazy app. Instagram, crazy app. Even Facebook has become a crazy app. I remember the MySpace days where it was kind of like everything was kind of coming on. Wasn't quite clicking there yet, but then it just in 10 years, it was like boom on top of us. So you're in a committed relationship with somebody, and social media is a problem. There's 3 ways that social media can be a problem in your relationship, right? 1, overuse. Your partner uses social media too much, and it's just affecting your relationship, it's affecting your time together. You don't spend time together because your partner's always on social media. Whether it's scrolling Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is another one. People, it's funny. People will go and be like, "Hey, man, TikTok said this, so it must be true." I'll be like, "Man, that don't even sound true. That sounds furthest from the truth." But because it was on TikTok and I decided to watch it. So instead of reading a book, people watch TikTok nowadays. I'm gonna watch TikTok to get these facts. That's like, what are you talking about? Let's watch TikTok now, guys. So they need to just open up TikTok into schools and just turn it on, and then it should teach the kids everything they need to be taught in life, and then we'll be good. Our education system will be fixed. Stupid. That's dumb. But yeah, I've heard that so many times. People, "What's on TikTok?" I'm like, what is TikTok? I don't even know what the heck TikTok is. I've seen TikTok reels on Facebook sometime, and I'm just like, I don't have the desire to go get that app. I don't have the desire to go get Instagram, none of that crap. Facebook is enough of an app for me to deal with that I don't even want to deal with no other stuff. There's too much other stuff out there. But yeah, overuse. So when you should be spending time with your significant other, friends, building positive relationships with people, you're scrolling down on the screen. And kids are scrolling at a younger age now than they used to. So now you got kids on Facebook with Facebook profiles, and they're scrolling on Facebook. And then pedophiles get on Facebook, and then they be talking to these kids. And then all this other kind of crap happens, right? Social media has made it unsafe for the younger generation, for kids. Not only does it affect relationships, it affects kids. Number 2, an addiction. Some people are addicted to social media. Some people get extremely addicted to social media. Some people get, it's the likes, the hearts, the being able to talk to anybody from anywhere. It's really caused a problem in the dating market for relationships, because now you got a chick that may be that where it used to be was you're in your city, and you got these dudes around, and it's kind of the pool that you have to choose from of men. So you may be a 5 or a 4.5 on a good day, or a 5, but now that 5 has outreach to all over the world, whether it be dating apps that they're on. And if a chick get on a dating app, damn. Yeah, I don't even want to get started on that. But if a chick get on a dating app at any time in her life, that's crazy. Most of the female friends I have never been on dating apps. Stand-up women. I've met women that have been on dating apps. I've been around them in the workforce, and I'm just like, yeah, that's the type of person that's going to be on a dating app. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, I can see you being on a dating app. But dating apps. So you're literally scrolling based on look. I'm like, that's the dumbest thing ever. You could have BTK on there. You can have a murderer on there, And just because he looks good, and the picture could be fake, like the picture can be fake as heck. Like it might not even be real. And then you're gonna meet up with this person, and you find out that they don't look like the picture because they out here just trying to get something. And so people that get on dating apps tend to be deceptive individuals. But that's just one form of social media that has caused a problem in relationships. Some people be in a relationship and they be on a dating app. What the heck you doing on a dating app if you're in a relationship in the first place? That's dumb as hell. So you on here scrolling and swiping whatever way, up, down, around, inside. I don't even know. They be talking about swipe right. That's what I hear. I don't know what the heck that means, but that's what I've heard people say. Swipe right. I'm like, what? So you on here just swiping through people pictures? Like you don't know nothing about them. You just like, oh, that one looks like a good one. How do you know that's a good one? You ain't even met them. You don't know what their life is about. That could be a dude that ain't worth nothing, and you just, oh, well, I like his picture. That's retarded. So, like I said, has a negative effect on relationships. Facebook. You know, people get on Facebook, post. Mainly, what you'll see me post on any social media I have is my kids. I post about my kids all the time. They are the apples of my eye. Love them to death. They bring me so much joy. So most of the time I will post about my kids. I don't post pictures of myself. I'll do none of that dumb stuff. That's dumb to me. I'm like, I'm not gonna be out here. If you want to know what I look like, you live in my city, you'll see me at some point in time. Whether it's at work or out and about, you'll see me. And then you can see what I look like. Or you see me on my podcast, you can see what I look like. My hair is not always cut like this. My pops hooked it up for me. I appreciate them. Normally my stuff don't be looking as good. So it's crispy today. As my buddy Candy B used to say, crispy, looking crispy. And so you got people that are out here and they're fishing for likes. And so that becomes their confidence. Selfies and all that jazz. So that becomes their confidence. They're looking for some type of outlet or some type of way to get people to want to look at them or to want to admire them or to want to talk to them, because they can't do that in the normal realm. And so then what happens is they create these accounts, and then they have social media everywhere. They got dating apps, they got Instagram, they got TikTok, they got Facebook, they got what's some other one? Snapchat, I don't know, some other ones. They got all these accounts, and then they communicate through those accounts. So text messages on the phone don't even account for anything anymore, because people want to connect on these other things. And I'm like, why would you? There's too many different ways to conversate when you can just have one. Like, call me or text me, and then we could talk. Like, we could have a conversation. But opens up the door. So the more gates that you have, the more you have to be aware of those gates. And so when you add all these different gates to a relationship, you're the gatekeeper, right, of your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit. You're the gatekeeper. And the more gates that you have, the harder it is to be able to protect yourself from the outside things. And so you got all these gates, and people have all these gates open and easy access. So then things just start coming in. Now you're fighting a battle inside, because you let them in now. Now they're inside your home, and you're fighting a battle. It's people that could be from California that could be inside your home in Kansas, causing problems in your relationship because you kept the gates open. You got so many gates open. So I always tell people when they ask me for advice, I'm like, close some gates. And at the end of the day, if you're with somebody and they're not willing to sacrifice whatever to let go of anything that could jeopardize your relationship, that person ain't good. Kick them to the curb. Kick them to the curb. And so, number 3, and the third thing on the social media. So we got, obviously, you got too much social media, the over usage of social media, the perception. Social media gives you perception. So it gives you a perception of what a relationship is supposed to be. And so you go on social media and you see pictures of happy couples, and they're doing this and they're doing that, and it makes it look like, man, that's what I want. And so you want that. So now you've become envious of what somebody else has. And we all know when you become envious of what somebody else has, that's a problem. Creates an issue for you, right? Now you're wanting what somebody else has, but that you ain't meant to have that. If the Lord didn't put it in your life, then you wasn't meant to have it in your life. And he said, don't be envious. And so you become envious. So people will literally, scroll down Facebook and see other people's relationships and be like, man, I want to be like that, or man, I want that. And then they become envious of what other people have. And when you become envious of what other people have, it changes your perception on your own relationship. So now you're envious of this dude. You're like, this dude brought this chick flowers. And then you come home and your man didn't buy you flowers, right? He didn't buy you flowers. He didn't have enough money to buy you flowers, right? He bought groceries for the week, paid all the bills. He's down to his last pennies. Made sure that your car was gassed up. But you want flowers because you seen this other dude get his chick flowers. Now you want flowers, right? But this other dude, you don't know him. This other dude, his chick could be paying for the house, paying for the car, paying all the bills. And then he just got his little paycheck. Now he just going to get her flowers to make himself look good. Look good on social media. Most of the time, what's on social media is a facade. It's fake. It ain't what it really is. You don't get to see what people's lives really are. People aren't going to put their actual hardships out there for you to see. And so when you base your opinion on your own person in your relationship, somebody that you're with, on stuff that people put out there, you're actually setting yourself up for failure. But that's an issue. People get on social media and then they change the perception on what they think a relationship is. Well, this guy does this for his chick, or this guy does this, or this woman does this for her dude. She does this all the time for her dude. She dresses up like this for her dude. So then you have the expectation that, okay, now I'm going to go home and I want my wife to dress up like this other chick. Envious. It's a problem. Your wife don't need to dress up like that. She dress up like she dress up. And you know what? You married her for a reason. She obviously is attractive to you. So let her dress up how she dress up. She don't have to be like somebody else for you to want. If somebody has to be like somebody else for you to want them, then you need to go be the person that you trying to make your person be like. Because that's not what it is. That's not going to work. Because then if they have to keep trying to be something else, then that's going to be a problem. Same thing goes for women. If your man is how he is, you can't change people. We don't get the opportunity to change people. You can't change somebody's character. You can't change how somebody's morals, their value. You can't change that. That's something that's built over time, but that's something that's ingrained in them. So you can't change those things. And so when you get on social media and you look at people and you're getting envious and you're like, man, I want to be like that, or I want to be like that. Or man, I wish my dude would do this for me. He did this for his chick. Why can't my man do that for me? Well, that dude might beat his chick and you don't even know about it. So you want to do that to you too? Just because you see one good thing, you think that's it. That is the dumbing down of our culture. We are the dumbest culture that there is on the planet Earth today. We are the dumbest culture because we have dumb expectations. We think just because we see it on TV or just because we see it on a screen, that's what life is. That's what it's supposed to be. Absolutely not. That's childish thinking. That's dumb thinking. You're dumb if you think like that. Understand what reality is. Because when you live in reality, you grow. When you live in fairy tale Neverland, I don't know why I said that. Sorry, MJ. But when you live in a fairy tale land, your expectations become of the fairy tale world. You think that things are like this when they're not. When you think that you don't have to work for nothing, things just given to you now. Because you see it just given to them. You saw that Facebook post. You seen him just give his chicks a necklace and some rose petals all the way on the floor. They go all the way to the bed. Those people are doing that for likes. They're doing that for likes. Got your attention though. And now you over there looking at your man like, man, he didn't put no rose petals on the floor and have a necklace waiting for me on the bed. When this dude that you with just paid all the bills, like I said, you don't have to pay no damn bills. So he paid them all. You ain't have to pay nothing. Your money goes to whatever you want, but you want him to do extra because this dude did this for his chick and video recorded it for you to like. And he got you. They got you. You're trapped now, and it's a problem. Now you're over here looking at your dude all side-eyed. Our dudes. Oh, man, this chick dresses so sexy on Facebook and posts all these pictures. I wish my chick would dress like that. You sure you want your chick posting pictures like that on Facebook? I'm pretty sure you don't. Think again. Think again, guys. We got to be better than that. That is dumb. 100% dumb. To base your relationship on the stuff that you see that's posted, that's watered down. You don't see the work you don't see the hard work. You don't see the behind the scenes. You see the good stuff. Think about if you had your life and you just posted your good forever moments on Facebook and you said, okay, people are going to be envious of you because people are dumb. Hands down, point blank, period. People are dumb. They want to live in a world that doesn't exist. as opposed to making the world that they exist in better. Hear that again. They want to live in a world that doesn't exist instead of making the world that they live in currently better. How does that make any sense? Life is short. Some days are long. But at the end of the day, exist where you are and make it better. And to make it better, we got to slow down on this social media bug. We got to cure the addictions of social media that we have going on that are killing relationships. Marriages are broken. Homes are broken because of social media. Because people think that what they see on TV, on the movie screens of relationships is what it actually is when it's not. You got a generation of women that watch all these shows and think that, oh man, just the dude who treats you the best loves you the most, right? The dude who just treats you the best, he's the nicest guy, loves you the most. So what they'll do is they'll leave a hardworking dude that treats them good, hardworking guy, takes care of them, protects them, provides for them, and they're looking for the nice guy over here just because, oh, this guy's cute and he's nice to me. And then they think that's love, right? And that's where the movies end. If you ever notice that, that's where movies end. They end at that point. So now they've left their dude for another dude because that dude's nicer to him because he said hi to him and made him feel good about themselves. So Key made him feel good about themselves. So now they were seeking something outside, right? Their self-esteem was low. They were seeking something outside. They went and got it, right? Now they have it. Now they've left behind. They ruined something that they had. You got a whole family over here, ruined it. Family gone, done. Now you're out here this dude, right? Guess what? That dude didn't even want you like that. See, if they tell the rest of the story, dude didn't even want you like that. He wanted that moment, but once he had the moment, you're done. You're out of here. And now you're out here chasing what you already had. So now you're out here like, man, I want a home. I want a husband. I want to be a wife again. I want kids and the family all together. And it's like you had that before, but social media got you wired wrong. And now you gave that up for a moment in time that you can't take back. And now you're chasing again what you already had. You split up a family and put some trauma on your kids, all for a moment in time. Somebody made you feel good because that's what society tells you it's all about. Love is all about somebody making you feel good. That's the definition of love in society. That's nuts. That's crazy to me because that's far from that. Love is make you feel good. I'm like, you should make yourself feel good first of all. Self-esteem got to get higher, right? Got to work on that. So that's what social media does. It changes your expectation of what a relationship is to the point where you leave what you have to go chase some dumb stuff because you felt good in the moment. So the moment's gone now. Now you don't feel good. And now you're trying to get, now you're chasing still. Now you're chasing, right? For women, they just go through many men. Now your level of purity is gone. Your level of baggage done gone up now because now the next man got to contend with all that. That's a lot. Men, same thing. Then your family and you go do all this sleeping around and all this. So your royal oats or whatever the heck they say. So you're doing all this, right? And then you get this next woman that she got to take all this baggage off of you because you done brought the 20 women that you slept with inside the house now. So now you're trying to get in a good relationship. You ready to settle down now, right? You know, I'm ready to settle down. But social media puts you through that. And you know what? Social media don't even care. They can care less. Social media doesn't care. There's a reason why, you know, when people, found like the people who created cell phones, laptops, Apple, Mr. Jobs, when you read their bios, they didn't let their kids use the stuff that they created. And then that makes you think, why? Why did they not let my kids? Oh, they knew something that we didn't, right? They were selling us something that they would not use themselves. So what do you think social media is? They're selling you something that they would not use themselves. And then you end up on the back burner with a problem while these people just keep on posting. They're going to keep posting their nice pictures. And you're like, man, I want to go on a honeymoon like that. I want to do like they're doing. Don't ever get to a point in your relationship where you want to do like they're doing. Do what you're doing and get better at what you're doing with your partner together. Sorry, guys, I don't went way over. I just looked up and saw dang near 20 minutes. Social media, I can go on a tangent on this all day. I can talk about social media for hours. To me, in my own personal opinion, you know, I know churches and Christianity speaks on porn heavily. They need to speak on social media with that same type of power that they speak on porn. Because to me, it's the same thing. They're both doing the same thing. They're both causing you in your relationship to change the expectation, to envy what somebody else is doing. Now you're expecting your partner to do it. When your partner can't do it, okay, they're not good enough, I'm leaving. Social media does that. Porn does. So porn doesn't when it comes to sex. Social media doesn't when it comes to relationships. They're one and the same, cut from the same cloth. But one is heavily scrutinized. The other flies under the radar. Which one do you think is going to do more damage? The one that's deceptive or the one that's actually like brought out and thought of? The one that people speak on. Like I said, we will not speak on this show about what other people will speak on all the time. We will speak on stuff that people don't want to talk about. People don't want to talk about. That's why we talked about respect. For a whole week, we talked about respect. Why do we talk about respect? Because they won't talk about it. Everybody wants to talk about love. You get pushed love so much. It's discouraging for me going to church and hearing about love all the time. That's discouraging. I am discouraged by that. Sorry, I'm on a tangent. That is so discouraging to me because they're not speaking about respect. They speak about love like that's the only thing Jesus ever said. Love, 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 and follow these commandments. But he did say respect in the Bible a lot too. He commands respect. Respect for authority. That's respect, right? He didn't say love for authority. He said respect. When he said women respect your husbands, he didn't say love your husband. He said respect. He speaks respect. When it comes to authority and ordained authority in the church, he says the word respect a lot. When you go against what he has constructed, you can't say that you love him. If he constructed it a certain way and you decide that you want to go a different way, then how can you sit here and say, oh, I love Jesus, but I'm going to go against what he's talking about? Sorry, guys. Let me get back on track. So, to end and conclude about social media, don't take it lightly. Protect the gates. Protect your heart, your soul, your spirit. Be safe out there, guys. And if you like our content, subscribe, like, share. Let's get our word out there. We appreciate you.